KnowPure.
Drop the wrong metal in water, and boom, it explodes. Like and subscribe if chemistry blows your mind. Alkali metals like sodium or potassium react violently with water. They create heat, hydrogen gas, and even explosions. It's not magic, it's pure elemental energy. The sun is constantly making noise, but we'll never hear it. Like and subscribe if silent space facts echo in your brain. The sun produces massive sound waves from nuclear reactions and convection inside. But space is a vacuum, so sound can't travel to us. NASA scientists had to convert the sun's vibrations into audio using data. Someone asked, how can there be more trees than stars in the galaxy? Fair question. Here's the science. Like and subscribe if facts that sound fake make you curious. The Milky Way is home to an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars. Huge, right? But on Earth, scientists estimate we have over 3 trillion trees. That's trillion with a T. How do we know? NASA and Global Forest Surveys used satellite imaging and on-the-ground data to count tree density worldwide. Turns out, Earth's forests are way denser than most people imagine, especially in the Amazon, Siberia, and Congo. Octopuses have blue blood, and it's not a myth. Like and subscribe if you're ready to rewrite biology class. Unlike humans, octopuses use copper-based hemocyanin instead of iron-based hemoglobin. That's why their blood is blue, not red. It helps them survive in cold, low-oxygen waters. Why do bees always build perfect hexagons? It's not just cute, it's genius. Like and subscribe if nature's math just blew your mind. Bees build hexagons because it's the most efficient shape in nature. Hexagons fit together perfectly, no gaps, no wasted space. They use the least amount of wax to store the most honey. And get this, bees don't plan it. The shape forms naturally from their instincts and the way warm wax flows as they build. Bees are tiny engineers without blueprints. Follow for more facts that prove nature is smarter than we think. Butterflies don't just land on flowers, they taste them with their feet. Like and subscribe if that gave you a new reason to love butterflies. Butterflies have chemoreceptors on their feet that let them sense sugar and chemicals. They can instantly detect if a plant is good for nectar or for laying eggs. No tongue needed. In seahorses, it's the males that get pregnant. Seriously. Like and subscribe if nature just flipped your expectations. Unlike most animals, male seahorses have a brood pouch where females deposit their eggs. Then, the male fertilizes and carries the embryos, up to 2,000 babies, until they hatch. It's one of the only cases in nature where the dad gives birth. One bird can fly backwards, like it's breaking the rules of nature. Like and subscribe if this tiny flyer just blew your mind. Hummingbirds are the only birds known to fly in reverse. Thanks to a unique ball and socket shoulder joint and rapid wing beats, up to 80 times a second, they can move forward, backward, sideways, and hover like a drone. This aerial agility helps them sip nectar from flowers with pinpoint precision. Your brain weighs about the same as 3 bananas. Seriously. Like and follow if your brain just got a little heavier with knowledge. The average human brain weighs around 1.3 to 1.4 kilograms, roughly the weight of 3 medium bananas. But despite its size, it's the most powerful organ you have, using about 20% of your body's energy, even at rest. It runs your thoughts, memories, emotions, and keeps everything else working too. Saturn's rings look solid, but they're made of billions of tiny pieces. Like and follow if you thought Saturn's rings were one big disk. Saturn's iconic rings are actually made up of countless chunks of ice and rock, ranging in size from tiny pebbles to massive boulders. They stretch over 280,000 kilometers wide, but are only about 10 meters thick on average. Despite their size, they're incredibly fragile, and scientists believe they might disappear in the next 100 million years. They shine like a halo, but they won't last forever. Subscribe for more space secrets before they fade away. Before A, B, or C, do you know what the very first letter looked like? Like and subscribe if ancient writing blows your mind. The earliest known letter-like symbols came from ancient Sumer around 3200 BCE. They used a system called cuneiform, made by pressing a wedge-shaped stick into clay. One of the first letters was a simple pictograph that looked like a cow's head, representing ox, and it eventually evolved into the letter A. Yes, A may have started as a cow. Ever had your pen stop working mid-flight? It's not broken, it's physics. Like and follow if you've ever shaken a pen in frustration. Pens sometimes stop working on airplanes because of cabin pressure. At high altitudes, the lower air pressure can affect how ink flows, especially in ballpoint pens, which rely on gravity and consistent pressure to write. That's why astronauts use pressurized space pens. They can write upside down, in zero gravity, and even underwater. They're not just for beauty. Your eyelashes are tiny bodyguards. Like and follow if you've blinked at dust before. Eyelashes help protect your eyes from dust, debris, and even tiny bugs. They act like sensitive tripwires. When something comes too close, they trigger a blink reflex. Plus, research shows they help reduce airflow over the eye, keeping it moist longer. They're perfectly designed to be about 1/3 the width of your eye, the ideal length for eye protection. Did you know forks were once considered evil? Like and subscribe if this makes you look at your silverware differently. In medieval Europe, forks were seen as sinful. Their pronged shape resembled the devil's pitchfork, and church leaders claimed using them was disrespectful. Fingers were God's tools for eating. So for a time, forks were rejected as evil or excessive. Hot weather doesn't just make you sweat. It makes sound travel faster. Like and follow if you've never thought about how heat affects sound. Sound travels by vibrating air molecules, and in warmer air, those molecules move faster. That means sound waves can pass through them more quickly. For every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, sound speed increases by about 0.6 meters per second. So yes, on a hot day, sound actually gets to your ears faster. Heat doesn't just rise, it speeds up sound too. Subscribe for more science hiding in plain air. Did you know horses can't vomit at all? Like and subscribe if that surprised you. Unlike humans, horses have a powerful one-way valve between their stomach and esophagus. This makes vomiting nearly impossible. While it prevents choking, it also means that if a horse eats something toxic or gets stomach issues, it can be life-threatening because they can't throw it back up. Shrimp aren't just seafood, they're basically bugs in disguise. Like and follow if that made you look at shrimp a little differently. Shrimp, crabs, and lobsters belong to a group called arthropods, just like insects and spiders. They all have exoskeletons, jointed legs, and segmented bodies. So next time you eat shrimp, you're technically snacking on a sea bug. Your heart works harder than you think, about 100,000 beats a day. Like and follow if you just became more grateful for your heart. The average human heart beats around 100,000 times every single day. That's over 35 million beats a year, all without you thinking about it. It pumps blood through 60,000 miles of vessels, delivering oxygen and nutrients non-stop. The engine of your life never takes a break. Subscribe for more incredible facts hiding in your own body.